Never7. Oh wait, shit, my mouth. I always forget. There we go. Now we're moving. Hello. Welcome. Oh shit. There you go. Now the audio is on too. Gahayo. So, after the last stream we did of Never7, I discovered that there was like a fan-made PC version that like remasters and upscales the artwork, and I believe the music as well. So what I did was I replayed up to where we left off. It wasn't too bad because since this is a visual novel, I can just fast forward the text. So yeah, that's what I spent my time doing after that, the last stream. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna get some time getting used to playing on PC instead of a controller, but I'm sure it'll be okay. The last time we played this, we left off on Haruka's route. Yeah, we barely just started it, so nothing too crazy yet. But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I wonder how much we can get done now that we finished like the main route. So like things should theoretically move a lot smoother, and it'll just keep getting faster as we go through each route. So yeah, the layout's a bit different because the orientation of the game is different. It's a square instead of a rectangle. If this is too ugly, I can change it up. But yeah, hopefully it sounds okay. Hopefully everything's good. The intro's replaying, so let me stop that. Let's get on to it. I think that's like the game telling me like, hey, you're talking too much. Alright. So this is where we left off. And of course, now that we've played it already, I'm definitely going to be following a guide for Haruka's route. So if I like miss something in chat or something, and I need to like bear with me, I'll have to like tab in and out. Oh yeah, I need to change the options. So yeah, so it'll only fast forward through text I've already read. So I'll know, like, you know, I'll be holding down the fast forward button, and I'll know when, what is it? Yeah, I'll know when I haven't read something, when it stops me. You're right, yeah. I have my water. I think I'll be good to go. Okay. So this is obvious choice. Well, one of them's already used, so the other one has to be, right? Has to be the answer. Don't worry, she'll be fine. I say this as cheerfully as I can. After all, when she was arguing with Izumi-san, she seemed quite energetic, didn't she? Oh, let me like remove the cursor from the screen. Like, come on now. I'm not some kind of school teacher, right? Who doesn't know how to use technology. Here we go. Didn't you guys like get annoyed when you're like watching like a PowerPoint presentation or like a video like in school and your teacher forgot to move the cursor? That's like the worst. Anyways, of course, a headache isn't anything particularly serious to worry about. Besides, you've had headaches before, haven't you? Like, for example, due to being forced to spend a whole week with good-for-nothing, shady strangers, perhaps. Upon hearing that, Haruka gives a slight grin. And one of those guys, with a mullet-like hairdo, looks like some sort of reject punk rocker. As I continue to add my joke, Haruka finally giggles. The sight of her laughing encourages me, and I try to come up with an even wittier punchline. No, rather than a reject punk rocker, it's more like... Oh my god, she did not go there. Haruka suddenly speaks. Huh? You mean like the mop you wiped the floor with? So Okuhiko's hairdo resembles a mop? I see. That might be the best way to describe it. I see. So, anyway, you don't have to worry at all. You wouldn't want Kurumi to look at that drenched, shiny, filthy mop and get sick, would you? Just thinking about it is giving me a headache. So imagine what it'd be like seeing it in real life. Haruka, who up until now has been quite reserved, gives a completely natural smile. So you don't need to worry, despite this being completely nonsense. Haruka mutters this, and quietly lets go of my wrist. And so, I begin to walk towards that pool again. Haruka is now several paces behind me. Nevertheless, as I walk, I reflect on what just happened. Nevertheless, to get this worried over something as simple as a headache. Haruka seems cold at first glance, but maybe deep down, she's a kind, compassionate girl. Although the sunlight is strong, it's only the start of spring, so it'll be a bit cold to go outside with just a bathing suit on. If we go to the poolside, it'd probably be best to dive straight for the water. At least, I was thinking that, but to my surprise, it's actually warm outside. It's not as hot as it would be in the summer, but it's pleasantly warm. The hedges surrounding the perimeter probably help keep out the wind. What the? I don't want to look at this. Get Okihiko out of here. Get him out. Yabe. Get him out of here. Nobody wants to see this. Come on. Suddenly, Okihiko looks at the radiant sun while saying an expression you'd expect from an enka singer. Alright, that's better. God bless Yuka. I see. I probably wouldn't have brought mine either, if she hadn't told us to. But Yuka, how did you know there was a heated pool here? Huh? She didn't know. Oh yeah, there's Saki. Apparently it was Saki's birthday on the 7th. So, happy belated birthday to you, Saki. I see. So the ocean is always a little bit colder than the air. Oh, there's Izumi. Izumi-san praises her, almost as if she was a child. Saki proudly adds this, encouraged by Izumi-san's praise. As he flips his long hair, Okihiko sends Yuka a flirtatious glance. Burning Hito. As he says these ridiculous words, he spreads his arms and lifts his face towards the sky. Adios! Okihiko leaves us with these words, and he suddenly begins running towards the poolside, diving in. With a magnificent belly dive, a sheet of water shoots up into the air as he pathetically crashes into the pool. He dived like a clumsy elementary school girl who can't swim. However, this isn't as nearly as comical. Rather, it's just sad. I look at the analog clock on the wall of the hotel, whose hands are pointing to exactly noon. The weather is as good as ever. Everyone else is scattered around the pool, idly passing the time and having fun. Well then, I will... Does this choice matter? Oh god. I don't remember where we were. We're in day 2, I believe. Okay. Okay, so this does matter, I see. I want to go on the slide. For some reason, I get the urge to go down on the slide. I'm pretty sure I saw it right by the pool. I used to love them as a kid. That time, back when I still did things without thinking about them. Back when I thought of only having fun. Back when I thought I could do anything when I grew up. That time is very nostalgic to me. Alright, I decide to act on my childish impulses and go down the slide. Thankfully, there aren't any kids around right now. If there were, it'd have been too embarrassing to try. I finally arrive at the slide. I suddenly notice Haruka, who's sitting on the steps of the slide. She doesn't seem to be doing anything in particular, other than hugging her knees while gazing at the sparkling sunlight reflecting off the pool surface. Yo, what's up? I call out to Haruka. She doesn't reply. Her eyes are glued on the water surface. Oh, there's the typo. This is a water slide. Do you want to ride it too? Not a word. She seems so terribly focused. I follow suit and stare at the water. There's nothing interesting or unusual about it. Say, what are you looking at? I ask another question. She's still looking at the water. Say, Haruka, I don't see anything but water. It couldn't be that you're just looking at water, right? I try asking this, but even I think it's a stupid question. There's no way she'd... Haruka finally speaks. She's still fixated on the water's surface. Huh? Haruka replies, as if it's normal to do. I'm dumbfounded. Could she be mocking me? There's only one right answer. There's no way, right? It has to be this. It has to be... Has to be act like I understand. I see. You were looking at the water. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. For the time being, I try to act like I understand her. However, I feel pretty bad about lying. She's still staring at it. I observe her face. She has a very apathetic expression. I don't see any signs of her mocking me, however. Now that I think about it, I remember something. Yesterday morning, she also stared at the water dripping from that faucet. She also soaked her bare feet in the waves on Princess Beach yesterday. The two of us fall silent again. This silence is getting uncomfortable. I want to ask her, why do you like water so much? But I decide not to. At any rate, I don't think she'll answer me anyway. I should change the topic. I need to bring up a topic that'll interest Haruka. What topic would interest her? Then it hits me. What topic would interest Haruka? I can't think of anything. Because I don't know anything about her yet, right? I should ask her questions about herself. Well, she might not answer me, but... Well, it can't hurt to try. If things stay this awkward, I'm gonna suffocate to death. Hey, Haruka? Like always, she doesn't turn to face me, but I know she's listening. Well then, what should I try asking her? What are these questions? There's so many branches for this. That's how I'm like thinking about it. Oh god. Oh, okay. I see which one I should ask. Okay. What are your favorite foods? I'm not really picky. I'll eat just about anything. Still, I have some favorites. What I'm trying to ask is, well, do you have any favorite foods? Haruka silently lowers her head. What am I saying? If you don't want to answer, that's fine. She says this with her head still down. Huh? Haruka looks at me. There's no signs that she's joking. So, are you saying that there were cabbage cores in the yakisoba? I see. I'm a little shocked. I'm surprised that Haruka likes cabbage cores, but I'm even more surprised that Yuka actually cooked something edible. If I had arrived at the lodge earlier that day, I might have seen it too. I am a bit disappointed. Then, what do you dislike? Pretending to be calm, I ask her another question. Huh? Why is that? Wait, eggs and milk together or what? Because they're gooey? Okay. Gooey? I find it strange how someone who can't drink their milk and eat eggs can happily look at creatures like sea roaches. Oh, okay, I see. Well, I guess those simply might be part of her likes and dislikes. But still, you don't eat them at all? You can't be picky. If you don't have eggs or milk, your body won't grow up big and... I abruptly stopped talking. What the hell am I saying? Haruka's a college student. I was treating her like a kid just now, wasn't I? This is like the second time I've seen Makoto compare Haruka to a child, and I'm afraid of the implications. But we'll keep going. I become kind of embarrassed and look away from Haruka. Yeah. I'm a little surprised by her declaration, but also pleased that she took my advice. I'll change the topic. Uh-oh. Haruka, what do you do on your days off? The image I have of you is somewhat of an honor student, but not one who's glued to her desk 24/7. On the other hand, I can't see you doing sports. And you don't really strike me as someone with a part-time job either. So what is it that you really do? If you don't want to answer that, that's fine. There goes another failed attempt. As I'm about to change the subject, Haruka speaks. Home? Ah, Soka. I see. You're great, Haruka. It feels like I'm praising a child. Hmm? I'm bewildered by her sudden question. How should I answer that? Ski. Yeah, I like them. Those are my true feelings. They occasionally have fights, and sometimes make me feel depressed. But they're my parents, and to me, are people who should be loved. People who hate their parents, well, they definitely exist, but I think most people who claim to hate their parents still love them deep down, you know? What about you? Haruka looks at me as she says this. I see. For some reason, I feel that I mustn't pry any further. Huh? She asked me this with a truly confused expression and voice. That's because I can't answer. The truth is, even I don't understand it very well myself. Haruka asks again. It's because I'm interested in you. I want to know more about you, Haruka. I look at Haruka. I stare firmly into her eyes. Flustered, she averts her gaze from me. Though she's trying to hide it, Haruka is blushing. He falls silent again. Once again, the atmosphere is awkward. Hey, do you want to go on the slide? For the time being, in order to break this deadlock between us, I've got to act. See, this is the slide. You didn't notice? Haruka nods. Do you want to ride it? She seems hesitant. Let's do it. I know you're gonna love it. It feels great. Yeah, when you're sliding, you can't think about anything else. I keep on insisting. exaggerating a little bit. No, scratch that. I'm really over-exaggerating.
何も考えられない。
Yeah.
滑る。
Haruka answers clearly. Haruka, what's wrong? She's expressionless. No. Would it be better to say that her expression has gone stiff? Haruka, could it be that you're nervous? She nods.
ね
Suddenly, Haruka grabs my hand, startling me.
え、誠も一緒に滑って。
In the end, it's come down to the two of us, sliding together. Haruka sits down between my legs as I hold her from behind. The warm water flowing from behind me feels pleasant against my back. But at this rate, don't you think this is a little dangerous?
大丈夫。誠さえしっかり捕まえててくれれば。
No, that's not what I meant.
行くよ。
Wait, not yet! But Haruka doesn't wait. We take a deep breath. As we ride the flowing water, we slide down with great speed. Haruka can't help but shout. I yell for a totally different reason. While Haruka is intoxicated by the exhilarating feeling of sliding down, I don't share her sentiments. We're two adults on a water slide. The fact that we're practically glued together as well causes me to feel uneasy. We finally reach the end point. Our bodies are flung into the pool's water. Whew. Haruka turns towards me, with water dripping from her head. Ah. What the? Haruka just smiled. Welcome in, Yang. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you know, just two adults going down a water slide. No room for God between us. It was just a small grin, but I've never seen her smile like that before.
ねえ、もう一回。
Huh?
もう一回行こう。
We took so many trips down the slide together that I lost track. Once I leave Haruka, I head over to the drink stand to quench my thirst.
あれ？誠じゃない。
Oh no, another moment of drunk Yuka, I guess. Oh, Yuka.
なんだか誠くたくたみたいだね。
Yeah, I was riding on the slide together with Haruka.
はあ？
I tell Yuka what we were doing just now.
なんだか子供みたいだね。
Agreed. Perhaps this is the first time Haruka's ever been on a slide?
違う違う。私が言ってるのは誠がってこと。
Huh? Me? Why?
だって最初に誘ったのは誠なんでしょ？ 20歳にもなって滑りたいなんて子供以外の何者でもないじゃない。
Gah. I have no comeback. Certainly, what I did was pretty childish.
それよりさ、喉乾かない？おごってあげるよ。
Oh, looks like I got lucky. Thank you very much.
それじゃあ、あそこのデッキチェアで待っていて、持って行ってあげるから。
Okay.
なんかいいよね、こういうの。
Yuka and I are sitting down in the deck chairs by the poolside, watching kids innocently playing in the water.
爽やかな水の音と子供たちの歓声。暖かな日差しと、それから極上の生ビール。
That's right. Right now, she has a glass of draft beer on her lips, drinking down the pure white foam from the top of the glass.
ねえ、そう思わない？
As she asks me for agreement, I grip a glass cup in my right hand, filled with flat soda. In other words, thanks to Yuka, I'm stuck with this flat soda that's more like water. No matter how I think, this is not a situation I can empathize with her with.
こういうのがずっと続けばいいのにな。 夢の中を漂うようにして生きていけたらいいのに。
Yuka, those are dangerous words. In a dream.
あ、夢で思い出したけど、
Hmm?
昨日は本当にごめんね。
Huh? What do you mean?
昨日の朝のこと、なんか寝ぼけてたみたいで。
Oh, that? Well, I figured that was the case.
夢の続きをね、見てるような感じだったの。夢から覚めた夢を見てるような感覚。
Hmm. And what kind of dream was it?
なんて説明したらいいのかな。とにかく嫌な夢だったんだよ。最低で、最悪で、絶望的な夢。
A hopeless dream? Could you be more specific?
そう言われてもな。実はあんまりよく覚えてないんだよね。あ、だけど確か。
What the hell? Okihiko, get out of here! Okihiko's sudden appearance causes me to almost instinctively drop the cup in my hand.
あれ、どうしたの奥彦くん。
いや、そろそろみんなお腹も減った頃だろうと思ってね。
あ、そっか。そういえば私たち朝から何も食べてなかったっけ。
だろう。だから今こうやってみんなを集めてるところなんだ。
それはご苦労様です。
ほら、向こうの売店のところにパラソルが立ってるだろ。
With the agility of an opera singer, Okiko points in that direction.
席はあそこに確保してあるから。
なんかやけに気が利くじゃない奥彦くん。
なーに、こんなこと大したことじゃないさ。それじゃあ僕、あとはるかちゃんを探さなくちゃいけないから、これで失礼するよ。
Okiko proceeds to flip his long hair,
チャオ。
then leaves us behind with those words.
行こっか。
Yuka slaps my knees and stands up. Huh? But we're not done talking yet. Without listening to me, Yuka briskly walks over to that parasol. A hopeless dream. I'm a little worried for some reason. But I do know. What was Yuka going to say after that? My heart is filled with a heavy sense of dread. After we had lunch, everyone bathed in the afternoon sunlight while playing in the water like children. Yuka, Izumi-san, Saki, and Okihiko resembled kids as they merrily played in the water. Even Haruka looked like she was having fun. Before I knew it, my mind had become free from the shadows of Yuka's remaining words. The strongly shining sunlight has wiped out even the smallest traces of clouds in my mind. The sun is going down, causing the temperature to gradually decrease.
そろそろ出ようか。
As soon as Saki says this, we all simultaneously begin preparing to go back. However, there's still one other person roaming, staggering by the poolside. Said person staggers towards us and comes up to us. Oh no! Someone stop her! Then speaks. Yeah, it's already getting cold. I answer as calmly as possible.
寒い？寒いの？私は全然寒くないですよ。
She's speaking in a comedic junk-like tone. Well, I guess I should have seen this coming. After we finished lunch, Yuka spent her time at the stand, buying more draft beer. As far as I know, she downed at least 10 cups worth of beer. If she had 10 cups over the course of 2 hours, then that means she's had roughly 1 glass every 12 minutes. Anyone could mistake her at this point for a drunkard. Well, we also have to check on Kurumi. くるみちゃんね。はいはいはいはい。 If we don't hurry back, she'll be lonely.
そうだね。
Somehow, it seems I've managed to get her to agree with me. Just as I think that. What is it? Don't shout so suddenly.
そういえば、ルミさん、ルナビーチで待ってるじゃないの？
That's what I just told you.
そろそろ帰らないとルミさんかわいそうなんじゃない？
She completely ignored me.
皆さん、帰りますよ。
Yuka calls out towards a group of boogie boards on top of a bench. Everyone has already left the shower rooms and are now headed to the changing rooms. Oh, brother. I firmly grab Yuka by the hand and escort her to the shower room. Yuka walks behind me with tottering steps, enthusiastically singing an English song. At least, I think she was trying to sing in English. Her words are so incomprehensible that it's kind of hard to tell. I shamefully watch as strangers coldly glare at us walk by. Have no clue what's so funny, but Yuka is loudly cracking up, like a middle-aged woman on a TV shopping show. Hey Yuka, keep it down. Kurumi might be sleeping upstairs, you know? I point to the ceiling as I scold Yuka.
おお、しけしけ。
Yuka strikes me on the shoulders to apologize. Damn, she's like an old man. And then over there,
おはよ
it looks like Kurumi's headache has completely subsided itself during our absence. A thin film of hot milk rises to the surface of the mug in her right hand. A drink most people have when they're sick. Is that real? Are you supposed to drink hot milk when you're sick? I didn't think about that, but I guess it's nice. It's nice to have hot milk every once in a while, I think. Unfortunately, I don't have any milk on me right now. However, since Kurumi looks fine, this doesn't seem to suit her.
う。おう、ルミさん、どうですか、具合の方は。うん、ちょっと横になったら、すっかり良くなっちゃった。おお、そりゃよかったよかった。
Yuka suddenly leans forward and points to the mug in Kurumi's hand. Yep. yes, we get it. Kuru milk. We get it. Understandable. Okay. I think this one doesn't matter. Let me see. Yeah. No, I don't think it's like that at all. I'm dodging the question. Otherwise, it'll be just like yesterday. No one will believe me if I say I had a premonition. I don't want to experience the unpleasant feeling of being like a falsely accused suspect ever again. After all, this thing doesn't look like it's been very well maintained. Just by taking one look at it, I figured there's no way this thing will move. Izumi-san looks at me with a doubtful expression. Hey, it's just another coincidence, you know.
偶然って。
もうそんなことはどうでもいいんじゃないかな。
だけど、
とにかく徒歩っていうのは確定したわけだし、早く行かないと釣りする時間がなくなってしまうかもしれないよ。
Thankfully, Okiko smoothly changes the conversation. Though now that he mentions it, the only way to the harbor is by walking. Right. If we keep slouching around, the sun will go down. Trying to avoid Izumi-san's gaze as much as possible, I back up Okihiko.
でも誠くん。
As I turn my back, Izumi-san says this in a way that says, I don't understand this at all. But I pretend not to hear and quicken my pace. Besides, the one who doesn't understand the most is myself. Why did the words, "the battery is dead, isn't it?" come out of my mouth? Somehow, it felt like it wasn't me who said it. I'm shrouded by this irritating, uncomfortable sensation. Okay. I think obviously we need to go with Haruka and Okihiko. We need to stop these two from talking. Well, mostly stop Okihiko from talking to Haruka. I run over to Haruka and Okihiko, who are walking together a bit ahead of me. As soon as I catch up to them, Okihiko glances at me with clear disdain. No, I was just wondering what you two were talking about. In face of that glare, I give an indifferent answer. Just then, surprisingly, Haruka herself answers my question. Oh, it has nothing to do with me. If I remember correctly, I believe I'm going fishing as well. Well, since Yuka is forcing us to go and all, I guess I am coming along unwillingly. You didn't even have a mood in the first place, did you? I feel like saying this, but I'll let it go. I'm just gonna ignore him. Anyway, I'm interested in knowing why Haruka is in favor of this. I then try asking her, why did you want to go fishing? Okihiko looks at me with scorn. Romance. I guess fishing is all about push and pull, right? Haruka suddenly mutters this. What? She wants to feel a fish. Eh? Is that why she's been fishing? What the hell? Haruka softly places her palm on her chest. It looks as if she's trying to feel her own heartbeat. Of course, Okihiko is at a complete loss of words. After that, we all remain completely silent. Finally, we arrive at the shopping district. Oh shit. Okay, this is the part where whatchamacallit, Haruka and Saki fall in the water. I'll dive into the ocean and save them. I focus on the raging sea. Yuka is taken aback when she realizes what I'm about to do. Now what the hell should we do? Are you saying we should just stay here and watch? Confused by our argument, Haruka asks this. Because Saki and Izumi-san might die. But we need to save them. You understand, right? Even if it might be useless, I feel the want to save them. That's just empathy. Haruka lowers her head, pondering on this. Perhaps She really doesn't understand? I'm about to dive into the ocean. But then, someone grabs my arm. It's Kurumi.
信じてあげて。姉ちゃんを。きっとお姉ちゃん大丈夫だから。
Kurumi's eyes are brimming with tears. Kurumi, her suffering is far greater than mine right now. Izumi-san is her blood-related sister. Nevertheless, no. For this reason, Kurumi believes in Saki-san, or in Izumi-san, sorry. I understand. I'll trust Izumi-san as well. Once again, I look out at the raging sea. That's why you have to return safely. Izumi-san. Saki! And then here's the part where she thought that Okihiko saved her. Because she's dumb. Oh, this is new content.
恋の
Oh, never mind. No, it's not. No, it's not. We can skip this part. Goes to branch H. But I need to go to D. So I won't go. This has nothing to do with me. And this is where we make the promise to teach Haruka how to fish. I'll teach you.
本当
I give her a nod. Now that I think about it, up until now, I've never really tried to learn about Haruka. If she wants to learn how to fish, then I'll give her all the help she needs. I want to get to know her better and start to understand her feelings. I want to understand the depths of the emotions of this girl who says she has no heart. After that, wouldn't it be alright to ask her about Saki? That's what I think. Tomorrow, the two of us will go fishing. Right? It's a promise.
約束
April 3rd, Wednesday. Alright. With me. Haruka and I are going fishing today. We're not going to play tennis.
どうして石原が本当なのはるかちゃん
So, we'll be going now. Sorry, Yuka, but we're going to have to ignore your orders.
まあいい
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, you did. I give Haruka the kindest smile I can muster. Haruka nods. Her intense expression loosens up a bit. She seems a little happy, seemingly pleased by my satisfactory response. The tension in Haruka's body relaxes. Just then, Haruka is taken aback by noticing she is holding my arm, so she lets go as she hangs her head down. Soka. Haruka is like a child. She walks with the tottering steps of one who knows nothing. I think it looks rather cute. At that time, our eyes meet. There's something strikingly beautiful about the intensity, startling me. It's a strange feeling that makes me feel kind of... So even in this edition, it still has that bug where like if the text goes over 4 lines, I can't read it. Where's the log? Oh, it's B. It's a strange feeling that makes me feel kind of unbalanced. Once we arrive at the pier, I prepare all the fishing gear. Soru wa chigau yo. Chigau yo. I object, though I don't have any clear answer. If she asks me why, I won't know how to respond. Haruka's words were right on the mark. Still, I hope she doesn't believe that. I hope Haruka's whole interpretation of humans isn't solely based on that one awful aspect. My hope is like a parent wishing that their child grows up to be honest. True, Haruka's thoughts aren't wrong, but humans are much more complex than just that. The question I've dreaded has finally come. I seek a compelling answer for Haruka, but nothing is coming out. Haruka is firmly staring at me, waiting for me to speak. From the start, people don't think about trying to kill each other, but rather trying to love each other. What the hell am I saying? Welcome in, Red and ISG. Yeah, I'll do 10 push-ups. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gotta get that chest bump for the virtual waifu. Hell yeah. Exactly. If you can't find the motivation to get fit, then you just gotta make up one. That's what I think. Whatever keeps you motivated. Well, welcome. I hope you're doing well tonight. She's lying again. Judging by how those two were acting at that time, there was no way they were talking about that. Even so, I say, I have. What am I saying? The conversation is getting more and more sidetracked. Haruka asked me this with the innocent expression of a curious young girl. This is bad. Everything is going at Haruka's pace. If I don't change the subject soon, then you shouldn't ask something like that. Yeah. Yeah, man. No, it's not like that. Alright. I understand. Well then, close your eyes. As I speak, Haruka closes her eyes, and I stare at her face. Haruka's cheeks quiver like jelly from nervousness. Her beckoning small lips glisten. I gently kiss Haruka on the forehead. It was just a peck and lasted for only a moment. For some reason, I feel embarrassed and quickly draw back. Haruka's eyes suddenly open and she stares at me. Skip. Because She throws Kurumi right onto the stairs. Kurumi gasps loudly and stares dumbfoundedly at Saki. Saki, how could you? Yeah, they're having a fight. They're angry. They're up and at him over freaking Okuhiko. Haruka, who drenched her feet in the breaking waves on the beach. Haruka's sweating face as she pedaled the bike. The enthusiastic Haruka, who forgot herself as much as she could when she went fishing with me. The Haruka who asked me to kiss her. That face, that blushing face. The same Haruka is a clone? Honestly, I was a bit surprised. Though my own words surprised me, I feel that I should be completely honest. Haruka is waiting for me to continue. I don't know much about clones, I admit. Since this is new to me, of course I'm surprised. But you know, I try to carefully choose my next words. Even if you're a clone, Haruka is Haruka. Nothing has changed between us. Nothing will change. Haruka becomes surprised and takes in a sharp breath. Huh? She closes the door, her footsteps fading. I stand frozen in place. I'm worried about Haruka's expression just now. She didn't look very happy. Her father is the authority on genetic engineering? Morino. No way. Izumi-san's father is Dr. Shigezo Morino. If I'm not mistaken, several decades ago, Dr. Morino participated in the Human Genome Project and was the one who discovered the groundbreaking analysis for the DNA sequence, right? I guess it's a small world after all. Wait, I have no time to think about that. I need to get back on topic. But aren't we past that era already? It's all in the past, isn't it? They've been freed. Human or clone. There's nothing we need to worry about anymore. Huh? Yeah, I think this one doesn't matter. Because we're having cream stew, right? So basically, what we skipped just now, what's her face? Izumi-san telling us about her friend who is a clone and how people treated her badly because she's a clone, which really sucked. We're having cream stew today, right? And here, Makoto makes another premonition, and everyone's suspicious of him again. I blurt the words in my head out without thinking. I have no idea why I just said that. It felt like I was being manipulated by some unknown force. Calm down, guys. It's just stew. Okiko narrows his eyes and glares at me. This is bad. If this keeps up, the tension in this place will only become worse. I've got to trick them somehow. No, you see, I saw them. Earlier, I saw the ingredients that Izumi-san brought. Potatoes, carrots, onions, beef, and then milk, as well as a crew stew roux. But that's kind of crazy, because like, I'm pretty sure each of the answers is a different type of food, right? But no matter what, I'm correct. Sheesh! For now, it seems everyone believes me. I wipe the cold sweat off my forehead. Just then,
夕飯はシチュー。
Haruka suddenly mutters this.
そう、夕飯はシチューだったのよ。最初はカレーにしようかと思ってたんだけど、それじゃあちょっとありきたりかなと思ったから。シチューか。
シチューねえ。
Hmm?
シチュー。
Everyone unanimously mutters the word stew. What does this mean? Judging by their enthusiasm, it seems that none of them like stew very much. Okay. So it's not something suspicious, right? And then Okiko tries to leave because he doesn't want to eat the stew. So after we eat, I guess, we do the test of courage thing again. And I found out, so the test of stew, Makoto's a stew genius. Yeah, like the baby Stewie, right? Welcome in, Zitu. Yeah, how do you not like stew? Stew is really good. I don't know what's their problem. But anyways, like I was saying, I found out that the test of courage is actually where the branch begins. So the person who comes to talk to you at the test of courage will tell you which person likes you the most. Which is it's an interesting way of doing things. So this is so like if you didn't have a guide, you know, like back in the day, right? This would be the point where it's like, hey, this is the route that you're gonna get. Whoever comes up and tries to do the test with you. Everyone tails closely behind her, as if they're begging her not to leave them behind. Just as I'm about to step into the thicket, someone pokes me from behind. I turn around and see it's Haruka.
ねえ、誠？私、ずーっとパー出すから。
Huh?
パーしか出さないから。
I don't really get what she's trying to say, but I give her a nod as a safe, suitable response. The graveyard is dimly lit by the pale moon. Half of the moss-covered tombstones are either half fallen or completely fallen to the ground. In that instance, Haruka and I make our eye contact. Alright, time to throw out paper.
せーの、じゃんけん。
Paper! Go! Everyone releases their hands simultaneously. I have paper. Yuka has rock. Izumi-san has rock. Okihiko also has rock. Just as she has planned earlier, Haruka releases paper.
これで一応、はるかさんとお兄ちゃんは決まったね。
Haruka looks towards me and mouths a silent thank you.
ほんじゃ今度は、ゆうかさんとおっくんとお姉ちゃんで、グーパーだよ。
どうしてだい？僕らは3人一組で。
ブーブー、ダメだぴょーん。
Rangamundo.
日本肝試し振興会発。
Yep. And I guess Okihiko is the one left out, as always. There's an old well somewhere in this graveyard. Two of you will team up to look for it. If you find it, sign your names on the wall of the well with a pebble as proof. If you can do that, you can return to the starting point. It was decided that we should play rock, paper, scissors to pick a representative to choose which pair goes first. They would also decide when the next pair will leave 10 minutes after the first. Incidentally, I won the match. When I heard that I could pick whatever order I liked, I immediately picked to go first, since I wanted to get this over with. Though I guess now that I think about it, it doesn't really matter if I go first or last. The stone pavement. It's pleasantly cool. A breeze stirs nearby trees, making me somehow uneasy. Kurumi said that almost everybody buried in this group of moss-covered tombstones are Muen Botoke. I absolutely don't believe in ghosts or monsters, but being here is making me feel strangely insecure. Haruka, who's walking alongside me with her usual face, is completely unfazed by this atmosphere. Doesn't she have an imagination? Kurumi sure knows this place well. Now that I think about it, she did say earlier that everyone buried here is a Muen Botoke. The silence is killing me. Sheesh. We shouldn't have done this test of courage.
無縁仏って
You don't know? When somebody dies and they have no family or relatives to bury them, they become Muen Botoke. See, you write the word with characters nothing, mu, relationship, and deceased. No, I'm not gonna pretend like I can read that. I only know mu. A dead person with no relationships.
縁がない
I know the character Mu because I had a half Japanese friend in high school, and he told me his favorite character is Mu. It sounds very lonely, dying without a person who cares about you.
私が死んでも多分誰も何も感じない
Haruka, what are you saying?
私は誰かの代わりだからコピーに過ぎないから
Haruka, I won't forgive her for talking about you that way. I mean, Saki, what gives her the idea that she has the right to look down on you like that? That's not right.
本当にそう思う
Yeah, it pisses me off when I think about the incident at the ocean yesterday, as well as what happened today. But how did she know that you're a clone in the first place? Did something happen between you and Saki? Was the day before yesterday not the first time you had met? Haruka begins to step away from me. She moves to a stone paving by a large, conspicuous tombstone. Haruka's face says, I don't want to talk about Saki. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before, like this event, but I'm gonna, read it anyways, just, as a refresher. Because I'm pretty sure we went with Haruka the first time around, because when we went with Yuka, she was like, oh, why'd I have to be paired up with you? And so then we immediately changed the timeline. Ignoring this, I step towards her. I'm partly surprised that I can read emotions off of Haruka's face. It wasn't, was it? A sudden gust of wind passes by, making the trees sound like they're in an uproar. Crash! I slip on the stone paving. I catch my breath and look at Haruka. Haruka's eyes are shining with curiosity. She squats down and begins to crawl. Stop acting so creepy. Come on, get up. Haruka pays no heed to my words, and I hear the sound of scraping against the stone pavement. It's completely dark. I can't see a thing. This is what they call true darkness. I immediately spring to my feet. I would try to run away, but Haruka grabs one of my ankles before I can do so.
あの人は私から奪った
Stole? Haruka still clings to my leg as she says this.
あの日だけじゃなくまた奪った
What the hell is she saying? What does this mean? I totally forgot that she says this, so I'm glad we're rereading this event. What? What did she steal from you?
私
Then, at that time. This is where Yuka gets scared by a dog or something. Haruka and I turn around upon hearing this blood-curdling scream from behind us. As the crying gets louder, we see a black shadow running towards us with great speed. It's Yuka. What's wrong, Yuka? Calm down. I firmly grasp Yuka's shoulders and calm her down. Head? Soon enough.
もうゆうかちゃん、急に走り出さないでよ。
Look at Izumi's smug face. It's so funny. Izumi, who is paired with Yuka, comes up to us, quite out of breath.
あれは犬。草むらから子犬が首を出しただけでしょ。
A puppy? To think there'd be a puppy in this graveyard. Wait a minute. That's what scared Yuka? Yeah, da da da. We go back, and ta-da, we're at a hot spring. Alright. Sit up on the edge of a rock. I think at this point it doesn't even matter because you're locked in. Well, actually I don't think you're quite locked in. I think you're locked in as soon as you make your choice later on. But you can still gain points up to this point. So I think like because later on you get like different choices depending on how many points you have with everyone. So the game is still counting up your points to see how many routes you can pick. The gentle night's breeze feels pleasant and cool against my burning hot skin. Whew. Only the top half of my body is exposed to the cold wind, as my lower half is still submerged in the hot water. This is the true charm of open-air hot springs. But this seriously feels good. I wonder how many years it's been since going in a bath has made me feel so good. Now that I think about it, we've done a lot of different things at this camp, but it's all felt so peaceful. At that time, I hear Okihiko's voice. He's apparently talking to someone. I quietly turn my head in the direction of his voice. It's Haruka, isn't it? There he is. Soon I also see Haruka. The two of them have their shoulders submerged in the hot water. Yeah, he's still bothering Haruka. Okihiko is relentlessly trying to talk to Haruka. Well, as always, Haruka is staying silent, but she looks gloomy. I don't know why, but that's the feeling I get. Alright, if that's the case, then I've got an excellent plan to help her out. Time to put my ingenious plot into action. I roll up a towel that's full of air, then sink it into the hot water until it's at level with my lower back. And now, I'm ready. Weapon in hand, I approach them. The two of them watch me. Okihiko glares at me, clearly disgusted at my behavior. Ugh. I try to ignore him, but I can't help but groan. With that, I squeeze the air out of the submerged towel, forming bubbles that rise just above the back of my waist, making it look like the air came from a certain other place. No way. Does that work? Paralyzed, Okihiko's eyes widen to the size of plates. His mouth opens wider than I ever thought was possible. Yeah, it's so big that I think you could stuff an entire wash basin in there. In response to Haruka's statement, I compare my wash basin with Okihiko's face and nod. While plucking his nose, Okihiko screams and runs away. Haruka blinks with surprise while watching Okihiko. She probably didn't get it. Well, That was an extremely predictable joke, but
ねえ奥彦どうしたの？
who knows? Yeah, fart joke, fart joke. Okeranigou really fell for it. Our silence continues for a short while. Say, Haruka. Unable to bear the silence any longer, I try to strike up a conversation, but she doesn't respond. Haruka? What is she doing? Hey, Haruka? When I wasn't paying attention, her face turned bright red. Uh-oh. Has she been in the water too long? If she's gotten this bad, then she shouldn't have stayed in for so long. She's boiling the water with her engine? Yeah, her jet engine. She's not just a clone. She's actually a cyborg. Nah. Right now, my main priority is to get Haruka out of the water. I pull up the sinking Haruka and hold her in my arms. I feel lightheaded and dizzy from the sensation of her soft skin transmitting through my hands, but I somehow manage to carry her until I find a place with a good breeze. I look at Haruka's face as I place her against the wall where our clothes are. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Doki doki. It's quiet, but Haruka starts slowly breathing in and out. I desperately continue to watch her. And then, by pure chance, Yuka passes by. Oh, Yuka. Good timing. Help me out. Haruka just... I talk up to that point, then swallow my words. Her face is flushed red like a lobster. Her eyes are all unfocused. Her gait is all staggered with no sense of balance. And she has sake in her hand. Gah! She's drunk! A snake! No, she's not. Yeah, sake, not snake. That would have been really funny if she had a snake in her hand, though. This isn't good. As she is now, she can't help me at all. I ignore the plastered Yuka and immediately return all of my focus to the panting Haruka's face. Wait a sec. I just realized I had like the volume turned down. If it's too loud now, let me know. If it's too loud now, let me know. What the hell? I forgot I had the volume turned down. Because usually I turn down stuff when I'm like multitasking. It should be much louder now. Whoops. You know, it's only been an hour into the stream. Nothing crazy. April 4th, Thursday.
お兄ちゃん
Oh, this is where Kurumi wakes us up. Because she's always wanted a brother. I didn't ask you. Just completely shit on her. Okay. Time to go fishing. I decide to go fishing with Haruka. Say, Haruka, would it be okay if I went fishing with you? Haruka nods as a yes. She seems to be a little embarrassed, as a faint smile forms on her face. Well then, I'll go get ready. Wait for me. I return to my room after telling her this. When I've finished changing my room, I hurry back to the living room. For some reason, Haruka isn't there. Just then, I hear an argument going on outside in the front door. One of them is Saki. The other is Haruka. Uh-oh. I have a very bad feeling about this, so I quickly open the front door. Her back is turned to me. I can't see Haruka's face, but Saki's has a strange frown on it. I rush over to them. The incident from 2 days ago, rushing around in my head. What are you two talking about? When she hears my voice, Saki turns her back away, as if intending to run away. Saki! Without turning around, she starts to run towards her summer house. Feeling it's not worth the chase, I turn about to Haruka. What I see leaves me dumbfounded. Haruka is smiling widely. Haruka, what happened?
遅かったね、誠。さ、行こう。
When I look towards her smiling face, Haruka lightly walks out onto the forest road.
早く、早く。
Yeah, I'm coming. As I follow Haruka, I fall into deep thought. So something did happen between them. But she doesn't want me to bring it up. That means Haruka's. When we arrive at the pier, I try to set up the fishing gear, just like yesterday. However, I only do so half-heartedly, since my mind's pressed on other matters, such as what happened this morning. Just what happened between Haruka and Saki anyway? Haruka, who doesn't know about my speculating, is having a lot of fun. While I'm spacing out, she quickly starts setting up her own fishing gear. I know very well she's excited. It seems that yesterday's session got her completely hooked on fishing. She grips her fishing rod, and after finishing setting it up, she casts it out into the ocean. Just like me. She's a fast learner, as expected from an honor student like her. I force myself to think about trivial things like that. Even so, I can't stop myself from thinking about Haruka and Saki.
さ、行くよ、誠。
Say, Haruka,
何？
I want you to tell me what really happened between you and Saki. But before I can say this, we hear a tremendous noise breaking out from the bottom of the earth. The pier shakes intensely. It's an earthquake.
あ、
Haruka gulps in astonishment and staggers. I've got to hold on to it. At the same moment, I think that the ground sways intensely. Haruka and I embrace each other, and then we're thrown into the air. We crash onto the ground and roll. We can't stop. As we continue to roll, we try to get caught between the pier stairs to stop ourselves. The tremors also slowly fade. Once I calm down, I help Haruka sit up and look at her. I've been left speechless. Haruka's black pupils have completely captivated me. I just stand there paralyzed by their mesmerizing beauty, even though it feels like she could faint or shut her eyes at any moment.
びっくりした。
Huh?
びっくりしたね。
Yeah, didn't see that coming.
うん。
Haruka silently nods, and we let go of each other's hands as she stands up.
あの
We say it at the same time. We look away from each other and fall silent. A flock of seagulls come flying from the ocean, and I let out a loud cry all at once. I nervously opened my mouth. What were you gonna say?
なんでもない。なんでもないから。
That's not true, is it?
そっちからどうぞ。
No, go ahead.
いい。
I'm fine, you say. In the time that exchange happened, the morning passed by. As usual, we went to Luna Beach for lunch, then returned to the pier. In that time, the awkwardness between us has faded away as Haruka regained her cheerfulness. As usual, Haruka is enthusiastically fishing, and as usual, she releases all the fish she catches. Don't you love it when you're about to talk about something really important with someone, and then an earthquake happens? As for me, my fishing rod isn't even twitching, as usual.
ダメだな、マコトは。才能ないんじゃない？
Damn, she's saying that even though she started fishing yesterday. But the truth is, I haven't caught a single fish. While Haruka seems to be learning so many skills that she's developing her own technique. She really is an unbelievably fast learner. I'm jealous.
ほら、見て見て、マコト。
Cute CG. It seems she's caught another fish. I look at it while gripping my fishing rod. The fish violently scatters water around. A drop of water hits Haruka in the face. Haruka grimaces from the cold. Seeing that takes me aback, and it feels like my heart has been pierced. Haruka's smile, accompanying the blush on her face, is truly human. I would never have expected to see that in the Haruka of 3 days ago. Before long, Haruka releases the fish and faces me.
マコトは魚にも心があると思う？
What? I do. Yeah, I definitely do.
そう。人魚姫読んだことある？
Yes, I've read The Little Mermaid.
人魚姫がね。
Yes, we got it.
そのところ泡にな王子の身が王子は
She sacrifices herself to save the prince she loves, and the prince never knows. The prince never finds out. I only want to look at the cheerful Haruka. I want to look away from the problem she thinks she has from being a clone. Before long, I return to the pier, and am left standing stock still and dumbfounded. Haruka has disappeared. I come to my senses and look at the water from the tip of the bank. I desperately stare. Wait, what the hell am I thinking? Of course Haruka didn't turn into foam in the water. I enter the shopping district to look for Haruka. A fisherman told me that it seems she was headed towards the shopping district. However, I can't find Haruka even in this narrow street. Could it be that she's running away from me? Why would she go that far? My mind is thrown into intense disorder. While searching for Haruka, I ended up here before I even knew it. As I look around aimlessly and restlessly, Kurumi calls out to me.
あれ？お兄ちゃん、はるかさんと一緒じゃなかったの？
Well, not really. It'd be troublesome to explain the situation to Kurumi. So that's why I'm lying to her.
なんだ違うんだ。じゃあ声かけなくてよかった。
But I should have called out to her. Does that mean you didn't call out to her? What do you mean?
何言ってんの？決まってるじゃない。はるかさんに声かけなくてよかった。
Kurumi, you met up with Haruka?
別に会ってないよ。見た。
Why didn't you say that earlier? where did she go?
なんだ、やっぱり一緒だったんじゃない。
It doesn't matter. Where is she?
すぐそこ、月浜の方。
Without another word, I start running. Kurumi's half-angry voice reaches my ears.
何よ、はるかさんばっかり。お兄ちゃんのバカ。
I have far more important problems right now. Now is not the time to hang out with this spoiled kid. I jump down to Moon Beach. I instantly spot Haruka. When I look around, I can see the entire white sandy beach that stretches out as far as the eye can see. There's nothing blocking my field of vision, save for a lone, conspicuous figure near a rock wall. Although sand is tripping me up, I run to the rock wall as fast as I can. Just then, Saki shows up on the opposite side of the beach. She's closer to Haruka than I am. Saki heads straight towards Haruka, who steels herself and goes out to meet Saki once she notices me. They instantly begin to quarrel about something, just like they did back then, just before the high waves struck the pier. Oh yeah, this is where they fight. And what I think, like, one of them punches the other. I think Saki punches Haruka or something.
言いがかりはや嘘。
Yeah.
ダメ。ずっと私を返してくれない。私だってお願い。嘘。
Give me back the bell. Yeah, why does Haruka have the bell? Well, what's going on? The thing Saki stole from Haruka was a bell? That bell? It can't be. For some reason, Makoto is just watching them fight. Oh yeah. Saki punches Haruka and knocks her out or something. Crazy. Violencia, yeah. Cat fight.
Makoto?
She throws her to the announcer's table. Hold on. Save that for the Super Fire Pro Wrestling streams. I'm just kidding. I offer my hand to Haruka. Da, 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 da. Haruka quickly, yet calmly takes my hand into her own. I grasp Haruka's hand tightly, as if to wrap her in kindness. I was looking for you. In that moment, Haruka's eyes suddenly overflow with tears. Haruka firmly squeezes back. I stroke her soft cheeks with my other hand. During this, Haruka lets out small sobs. Her tears fall onto the back of my hand, one by one. I will never forget you, wrestling. She didn't die. Calm down. Such warm tears. Haruka. Haruka and I headed towards Luna Beach. It's almost time to meet Yuka and the others. After that incident, Haruka and I just quietly passed the time together, all while listening to the sea breeze and the roar of the waves. We just let time flow by, and even though there was nothing on the beach, the calmness slowly healed Haruka's heart. I didn't ask Haruka anything. Nothing about the bell, about Saki, or why she even left me at the pier. None of that mattered anymore. I just watched over Haruka. I felt that was all I could do. Haruka, who's walking beside me, suddenly grasped my arm.
私をずっと助けてくれる？
What's with this all of a sudden?
守ってくれる？
Well, if it's you. In the instant I'm about to say, Then of course I will. Haruka laughs loudly.
そういう話はやめ。ストップストップ。
I'm dumbfounded. It's happening again. She's beginning to act strangely cheerful.
びっくりしたよね。ごめん、つまんないこと言って。いいいい。自分のことくらい自分で何とかしなくちゃ。
Haruka.
誠は誠だし、私は私だから。そうでしょ？
I look at Haruka, but I've been left at a loss for words. Haruka and I arrive at Luna Beach, almost exactly on time. Over there, Izumi-san and Kurumi are busy slicing and dicing meat and vegetables. It seems that a barbecue has been planned from 5 today. Oh, it's this barbecue. Skip! I've had enough of this. Yeah. Saki's pretending to be happy, even though she fought Haruka on the beach just like a couple hours ago. We get it. Saki belongs on the streets. We get it. And then there's the sea roaches come out. We find out Saki's been stealing meat for some reason. We'll find out in her route later, I guess. Yeah, the barbecue incident. The legendary barbecue incident. Hold on, what's the route split? Okay, nice. So we should have secured the route for Haruka now. She's feeding the dogs of the mountain to scare people. It's her fault. She's the one who scared the shit out of Yuka. Haruka and Saki. What exactly is their history? Bell. So was the bell Haruka mentioned the same as that one? I'm completely exhausted, both physically and mentally. Despite my efforts, I lose consciousness in the blink of an eye. Ohio Kirby, 9 out of 10 egg support not being eggs? What are you talking about? But hello, welcome in.
私をずっと助けてくれる？守ってくれる？
Just before I fall asleep, I feel like I can hear Haruka's whispering voice in my head. Brain egg scramble, insomnia brain moments. Okay. I hope you get your egg problem fixed. Scrambled, not stirred, yeah. Someone's knocking on the door. Well, today's Friday. Who would come over so late at night? I get up from the bed while I rub my sleepy eyes. The knocking continues. I walk over to the door and open it. Wham! It's Haruka. It seems she's banged her head on the door. Now she's rubbing it with a sheepish smile. Did I do that just now?
そうじゃない。ちょっと寝ぼけてて。
Absolute psycho headbutting the door. She's like sleepwalking. Really? You are knocking rather loudly for someone who is just half asleep.
それは。
She falls silent. Haruka is acting kind of funny right now. She's obviously in some kind of hurry. She probably fell silent because she sees that I didn't buy her act, and now doesn't know what to say next. Sorry, I was just teasing you there.
意地悪？
Yeah, exactly.
そうなんだ。
So what's up?
いい。
Huh? Why are you telling me to forget it when you've come all the way here?
誠、熟睡してたみたいだから。
Well, yeah. It's really late, and I value my sleep.
そうか。私が寝疲れないでいるからって、みんなそうとは限らない。
Of course. It's considered rude to wake people up like that, you know?
ごめんなさい。
Well, if you understand, then it's fine.
じゃあ、おやすみなさい。
As Haruka turns her back towards me, I impulsively call her out to stop. Kyoto!
え？
You can't sleep, right? And besides, didn't you have something you wanted to say to me?
私は今、おやすみなさいって言った。
Haruka's words sting, as if they had slapped me right across the face. I gawk at her, speechless.
こういうの、意地悪って言うんだ。
Ha! Haruka turns around to give me a wide, impish smile. She's beaming. It's the first time I've ever seen an expression on her, or expression like that on her face. Yeah, I've never seen her use this portrait. So it's kind of Makoto noticed too. You pick up on things way too easily. When she sees how embarrassed I am, Haruka covers her mouth and giggles. I heave a sigh. So what's up?
お願いがあるんだけど。
Haruka wants to ask me a favor. Just what could it be?
昨日の夜も私眠れなかったの。それで一人で外を歩いてたら白縫いを見たの。
Shiranui.
朝の4時半ぐらいだったと思う。
You mean like will-o-wisps?
そう白縫い。とっても綺麗だった。だからね、今日も見に行こうと思うの。
And you want me to go with you?
うん。
Well, I don't see why not. I turn on my watch light to check the time. Sure, but it's only 1 a.m. Isn't that too early? I think it'd be best if we got some more sleep, even if it's only for a little bit. Because I'm sure tomorrow will also get busy. I can lend you my watch, if you'd like.
うん、大丈夫。じゃあちょっとだけ寝るから後で呼びに来るね。
Okay, I'll leave the door unlocked so that you can wake me up if I'm still asleep.
うん、わかった。約束だよ。
It's a promise. A smile rises on Haruka's lips at those words. Satisfied, she leaves the room. 4:30, huh? I set my watch alarm to that time before I collapse on my bed. Who the hell is waking up at 4:30 a.m.? That's horrifying. My watch alarm. When I hear that sound, I immediately wake up. And at the same time, I hear the sound of knocking on my door.
起きてる？
She slowly asks us in a quiet voice. I'm awake. Wait just a minute.
うん。
I quickly get off the bed and head out to the living room, where Haruka is waiting. These are psycho hours. Who's up this early? I let out a sigh in the quiet, empty living room. I can hear Okihiko snoring from up in the loft. Well then, shall we go? I ask this with a nod, and Haruka follows suit. I start to reach out for the doorknob on the front door. And at that moment,
おい待て
what? No! Okihiko! Oh, get out of here! When I look up in surprise,
ニュートリノエナジーパワーオン
Oh.
変身
oh, he's asleep.
と
Oh, thank God.
と
It seems he's just sleep talking. Whew, man. What kind of dream is he having anyway? I ignore Okihiko and open the front door. Haruka and I begin to walk side by side down the hill road that leads to the shoreline. On the way, Haruka suddenly mutters this.
綺麗。
Haruka stares at the night sky as a smile graces her lips. I also look up at the sky. It's completely covered in stars. They shine brightly, their light raining down on the earth. My eyes turn to Haruka. There's a cool and clear beauty to her face as she looks up to the stars. It looks as if all the filthy things the world has burdened her with are starting to be dispelled by the light of the stars. That's when it hit me. What does Haruka mean to me? My heart clutches at the thought. The memories of the time I spent with Haruka here over the past few days rushed through my mind. At first I felt like she was just a little girl, unable to get a grip on the world. That's right. I sometimes felt as if I were her father. No, even now, I still have those protective feelings towards her. But is that truly it? Is that really all it is? When Haruka and I reach the shoreline, the stars twinkle with a beautiful intensity, as if they reached the time on this earth where they shine their brightest. As Haruka faces the sea, she looks towards the starlit sky, as if she's yearning to become part of it. Her face seems anxious, and it feels like she's trying to force herself to smile. It's like I'm seeing the bottom of Haruka's heart. I start to feel a little guilty, so I shift my gaze towards the ocean. At that moment, countless lights with tinges of red and yellow rise above the water surface. They approach us before bobbing away, flickering. They resemble giant fireflies, hovering above the water, swaying to and fro in straight lines. This is...
知らぬい船に乗ってる人を導くように動いてく。誰がどこで何のために揺らしているのかわからない。だから知らぬいって呼ぶんだって。
Wow. But if I remember correctly, aren't Shiranui lights from the shore that refract abnormally due to cold air around the water surface? That's why they appear to shapeshift, right?
それ違う。
Wrong? But surely you must have known that. You're way smarter than me after all.
違う。
Haruka.
頭いいとかそんなの関係ない。あれは違うの。誰が灯しているのかわからないの。誰も知らない。知ることもできない。
That's why it's Shiranui.
そう。だから知らぬい。
Cool and clear. Haruka really does give off that kind of feeling. She has something that normal people don't. I don't know whether or not it's related to her being a clone, but I believe that. It's like Haruka came from a faraway parallel universe.
誠？誠？
Someone's calling my name. Who is it? Is this Haruka's voice?
誠？誠？
Ugh. Let me sleep a little longer. I went to sleep late last night. As I try to turn over in my sleep, I am met with resistance.
ねえ、誠誠ってば
Haruka grabs my shoulders and rocks them back and forth. I get it. I'm up, so... Whoa! I raise my upper body and open my eyes. I see, mere inches away from me, Haruka's face. Ow! We bump our foreheads into each other. I can see stars flying around me.
いた
Haruka frowns as she nurses her sore forehead. What were you doing, Haruka?
誠なかなか起きないから
That's not it. I'm asking why your face was right in front of mine when I opened my eyes.
眠り姫読んだことある
Sleeping Beauty? Oh no. Well, a little. It's that fairy tale by the Grimm brothers, right? I've never read it before, but I do have a very vague memory of seeing it in a picture book once.
グリムは茨姫眠り姫はペロ
The Grimm brothers story is Briar Rose. The Sleeping Beauty is written by Perrault. Huh. Really?
話は同じだけど
I'm crushed. If that's the case, don't tell me that.
何百年もの間ずっと眠っているお姫様がいたでしょ
Yeah, that's right. And the prince finally came to the princess in order to wake her up. And then, when I get to that point, I stop dead in my tracks. Giotto! Then that means... Haruka. She didn't say that part doesn't matter this time.
起きたなら行こ
Haruka tugs at my arm as if nothing had happened. Go where? I try my best to calmly ask this, even though my heart is racing.
う釣り
Fishing? She woke my ass up to go fishing. Haruka nods firmly, as if it were natural. This will make the third day in a row we've gone fishing together. It seems Haruka's gone really hooked on it.
早く行こう
It seems that to Haruka, it's already been decided that I'm to go fishing with her, even though I still haven't said anything. Well, it's fun, so I'm okay with that. I quickly begin to get ready. Haruka firmly watches me. Haruka, I'm gonna change my clothes soon. I'll be naked, so Having finally realized it, she quickly averts her eyes and gazes at the floor. A slight blush rushes to her cheeks.
玄関で待ってるから
Just like that, she tries to leave the room. Haruka. I call out to her just as she starts leaving. There's something I have to tell her.
何
It was the prince that kissed the princess in Sleeping Beauty, not the other way around. That's it.
分かった
I wouldn't try to wake up anyone else with that method.
誠がそういうのなら
With those words, Haruka leaves the room. And thus, the two of us have once again gone to the pier. While setting up the fishing gear, I suddenly look up to the sky. It's heavily covered with clouds. We're definitely not getting any good weather today. Even so, Haruka cheerfully dangles her fishing line. Mine is dangling in the water as well, though in truth, my heart's not really into it. Just being able to be with Haruka is enough, right? But as usual, my line's not getting a single bite. Of course, it's just me who's having this problem.
また釣れた。見てほら、こんなに大きいのが釣れたよ。
As usual, Haruka keeps wheeling in a multitude of big catches. Why is she so much better than me? It's a little frustrating not being able to catch anything. But just seeing Haruka like this makes it all worth it. The days I've spent getting to know this side of her run through my mind. A clone. Saki said with confidence that Haruka is a clone. But why? Even if it's the truth, how did Saki even know that? The question I had 2 days ago still floats in my head. And then Haruka said that she's just somebody's copy. She said that she had no heart. Could any person really not have a heart? It's impossible for me to believe that, as she's having so much fun right now. I try comparing the Haruka I see now to the one I saw when we first met. The difference is huge, isn't it? Haruka has really changed. The current Haruka frequently has very humane expressions. I can definitely feel emotion in them, little by little. I think that Haruka is finding that which is called her heart.
Makoto?
Haruka's voice pulls me back to reality. It probably looked like I was spacing out. She's been looking at me curiously as I pondered.
どうかした?
No, it's nothing. It's just that, for some reason or another, I was remembering everything that's happened between us since we first met.
私のこと?
Yeah, a lot of things that's happened in the last 5 days, huh? Haruka? As Haruka firmly grasps her fishing rod, her eyes keenly focus on the faraway horizon. A lot of things really did happen. I indulge in my thoughts again. To Haruka, it's probably been one large series of events. Her being exposed as a clone. Her receiving Okihiko's sudden love confession. Her continuous quarrels with Saki. The true circumstances still unknown to me. And also her first kiss. And then I'm taken aback as I realize it. When did I start to believe I did it as a favor for Haruka? I didn't do it as a favor or out of any paternal feelings. I did it to her because of the genuine feelings I have for her as a woman. But what about Haruka? What does Haruka think of me? Haruka. Haruka slowly turns her face towards me. There's not a single drop of emotion to be found in her expression.
何?
I want to confirm it. What does Haruka think of me? But if Haruka feels that I'm someone like a father to her, then I couldn't bear it. If she doesn't see me as a man, then nandemonai. Haruka returns her gaze to the ocean. Her coldness only increases my anxiety. My uneasiness is starting to eat me alive. Should I ask her? Or should I just leave it? As I grasp my fishing rod, I continue to worry endlessly. When noon arrives, the two of us decide to grab some lunch at Luna Beach as always. I look at the lunch menu as Haruka orders a sandwich.
それにしても二人とも仲がいいよね。
Izumi-san teases us as she approaches us. No, it's not like... Feeling a little embarrassed, I instinctively avert my eyes. I throw a fleeting glance at Haruka. She's silently nibbling her sandwich. Despite her dainty bites, the way she eats makes me feel like she has a large appetite.
それにしてもはるかちゃん、もうこれで3日連続じゃない。よく飽きないよね。釣り好きだから。
She says this bluntly as always. Hey, you don't have to be so blunt. Well, I already know by now that it's not just normal behavior for Haruka. But I've noticed that whenever she's talking to Izumi-san, she always becomes blunter than usual. I scowl as I hold back the urge to scold Haruka for her behavior. It's no way to treat others after all. Could it be that Haruka dislikes Izumi-san?
まあ、好きでやってるんならいいんだけどね。
Izumi-san turns her attention towards me.
誠くんも毎日続けるほど釣り好きだったんだ。
Why would I say... Yeah, I'm not fishing with Haruka for the fishing. Fishing is alright and all, but it's more that I just want to be with Haruka. That's all. What am I saying? My words cause my face to grow hot.
あらあら、これは無粋なことをお聞きしました。
Control yourself, my man. What are you doing? Well, you're lucky Haruka is dense as fuck. So she wouldn't get it. My earlobes get so hot that it feels like steam is coming out of them. Ugh, I really shouldn't have said anything. It seems like that was the answer Izumi-san was hoping to hear from me. She gives me a satisfied nod before returning to the counter. Haruka continues to silently eat her lunch. It feels like she's completely engrossed in her food. It's obvious that she didn't hear a single word of our conversation just now. Before long, as if noticing my glance, Haruka looks in my direction. A sweet smile rises to her face. Huh? Who's she looking at? Wait, it's not like there's anyone else here but me, right? Haruka is showing only me that human-like expression. That alone makes me happy. Kurumi, get out of here! Kurumi comes over to us after finally finishing her work in the main part of the restaurant. She's carrying a tray in her hands. On it is the coffee I ordered. However, I am unable to immediately respond to her. My attention is solely focused on Haruka's heartwarming smile. Strong emotions burst from inside me and overwhelm all my senses. I smile to myself. Suddenly, Kurumi yanks my ear. It seems that she's become irritated at me for not answering her. Ah! I'm listening. So, let go of me! With a sullen, angry expression, Kurumi finally lets go of me. What is it? Yeah. Memories. Huh? Soka. Huh? No. I didn't mean anything in particular by... Kurumi slaps the coffee cup on the table with all her might. Hot! The boiling hot coffee flies in the air and directly hits my pants. Kurumi, get me a dishcloth. Kurumi completely ignores me. acting like nothing happened.
誠くん大丈夫？やけどしてない？
Izumi-san frantically runs over to me. She quickly hands me a dish towel. Damn it, Kurumi! Just then, Haruka suddenly stands up. She averts her eyes from Kurumi and Izumi-san and quickly starts to leave the shop. I give Izumi-san a slight bow and pursue Haruka outside.
くるみ、
Huh? What about Kurumi?
くるみ、なんだか楽しそうだった。
Huh? What are you saying? She was really pissed off at me, wasn't she?
ううん、そうじゃなくて、その前、
Before that.
くるみはいつも明るくていい子だよね。
That's true. Well, she certainly is cheerful, but I don't know if that necessarily makes her a good girl. Is something wrong? Haruka. Haruka's expression hardens. Seriously, what's wrong? She's making me worried.
なんでもないよ。
You say it's nothing, but that's not true, is it? But Haruka doesn't answer. No, it's more like she's stubbornly refusing to talk. For the rest of our trip back to the pier, Haruka doesn't say a word. We grab our fishing poles once again. The change in Haruka's face due to fishing is miraculous. Although Haruka looked so depressed a short while ago, she's now completely back to being cheerful. Not a single trace of gloom can be found on her beaming face as she enthusiastically fishes. Just what's with this quick change in her attitude? It's, well, whatever. Just looking at Haruka's cheerful expression fills me with happiness. Hey, Haruka, how about a fishing contest this afternoon?
え？誠が私と？
What are you saying, dude? You're gonna lose! Haruka's so damn good at fishing.
受けて立ちましょう。
Alright, that's the spirit. And so, against better judgment, I lay down this reckless challenge. Of course, the result is obvious from a mile away.
誠、やっぱり才能ない。
Damn you. Damn, she said it again. I know, you don't have to tell me for me to know that.
いいよ。代わりに私がどんどん釣ってあげる。
Haruka teases me with a coy grin. However, I'm not annoyed. Not in the slightest. It's not because I'm acting tough or anything, but because Haruka is happy. It's all that's important to me. The setting sun's glow illuminates Haruka's cheeks. Haruka and I returned to the lodge. Haruka went to the bathroom, saying she was going to take a shower. I'm currently lying down on the bed in my room. The 5 days of camp life until today. A lot really happened between them. When I gently close my eyes, the memories up until today are revived, like a revolving lantern.
私にはないから。わからない。私にはないから。心がないから。私には心がないから。じゃあ、どうして人はキスするの？
It's probably to demonstrate their love and confirm their feelings for each other.
確かめ合う？じゃあ、キスして。キス。私に近寄らないで。何よ。来ないでよ。クローに用はないわ。私をずっと助けてくれる？守ってくれる？そういう話はやめ。ストップストップ。びっくりしたよね。ごめん、つまんないこと言って。いい、自分のことくらい自分で何とかしなくちゃ。それ違う。 れは違うの。誰が灯しているのかわからないの。誰も知らない。知ることもできない。そう、だから知らぬい。誠、やっぱり才能ないんだよ。いいよ、代わりに私がどんどん釣ってあげる。
To me, who has been a slacker since entering college, all those memories are just precious personal experiences to me. Now that I think about it, what was the goal of this camp again? For some reason my throat is killing me. From the start, there was no goal. If there truly is one, then it's only to deepen the bonds of friendship between the group members. Okuhiko certainly said something like that, didn't he? Until the last day of the camp. I can't tell anyone the purpose behind it. Yuka also said something like that. But we never found out in Yuka's route. But none of that matters to me anymore. Even though I think the original goal is trivial, I've begun to feel that this camp has something that's very significant to me. Haruka. This camp is where Haruka and I met and got to know each other. That alone is enough. This camp ends the day after tomorrow. On the afternoon of the 7th, we'll have no choice but to leave here. And then, we'll return to our ordinary lives. Ordinary lives. Just what is ordinary? An empty life where nothing happens? When I think that, I can't help but become melancholic. Before I know it, I've begun to wish that I could continue living this way forever. Here there's Yuka, Saki, Kurumi, Izumi-san, Okihiko too, I suppose. And of course, Haruka. I feel a boundless attachment to these past 5 days. These days that have passed by traumatically, to some extent. No matter how many times, I want these days to continue always. For eternity. My eyes suddenly open. It seems I unawareingly fell asleep. Who is it? When I raise half of my body and call out to them, the door opens. Haruka is standing there. She's staring straight at me. What's wrong? Do you want something?
外、
Huh?
外、行かない？
Outside? You mean taking a walk? Haruka nods. Why? Well, I don't mind. When I answer, Haruka's face lights up. If I can be with Haruka, then I don't need a reason. Haruka and I slowly descend the hill road. The nice weather of the last few days is long gone, to the point that the environment is very chilly. Welcome in, Chad. Welcome. I'm not drawing right now. This doesn't work. Oh, you think you're a funny man, aren't you? You think you're so funny. Well, guess what? Hold on. There. You happy? You can read it like this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I can't do that. You guys can't read anything. I would do this if the character spoke English. Yeah, the English language is ugly mirrored. Yeah, I would do this if the character spoke English, but they speak Japanese. Usually the ground would feel moderately warm, but now it feels as freezing as a winter's night. It was just a little bit colder. If it was just a little bit colder, then there'd be frost collecting on the ground right now. We silently advanced toward the coastline. We'll only go as far as Princess Beach tonight. I think this, briefly thinking back to something that happened a few moments ago. When we left the lodge, Haruka had muttered, "I want to go somewhere close, where we can see the ocean." I don't think we'll be able to see the stars tonight. So this is what Atlas sees? He's not dyslexic. And there'll be no Shiranui either, since there's no difference in temperature between the shore and the sea. No, I don't know about that. No one knows why they light up after all. But if it were around the same time as last night, then maybe they would. I'm troubled. What should I say? It's something I really want to say to her, right? It's something I want to ask her, right? I know what it is. Haruka, what do you think of me? Haruka! When I look at Haruka, my mind goes blank. My mind really has gone blank.
どうしたの?
No,
冷たいかな?
huh?
今夜、海の水、冷たいといいね。誠?
Huh?
誠と一緒にいたかった。
Haruka says this and touches my hand. The sensation of her palm is very smooth.
だから、誠と外に出たかったの。誠と二人っきりでいたかったから。
Haruka looks down at the ground. She stops walking. Haruka. My heart is brimming with emotions. Haruka said it just now. I wanted just the two of us to be together. Haruka sees me as a man. She never thought of me as a father-like figure. My heart feels like it burst open. I gently squeeze Haruka's hand. Her warm body seeps from her hand into mine. And so, Haruka and I once again began walking towards Princess Beach, holding hands the whole time. Even after our arrival at Princess Beach, the sky is as gray as ever. The dark clouds block out the stars and moonlight. Without the light, it's difficult to make out much. I don't mind though, because Haruka is beside me. Haruka sits down on the beach. She gets sand on her clothes, but doesn't seem to care in the slightest. I sit down next to her. Haruka firmly stares at the ocean. Neither of us say anything. There's no need to. In the darkness, all we can hear is the sound of the waves. As I stare at Haruka's face, as she stares at the ocean with what appears to be obsession, I get the urge to ask her something I've been curious about this whole time. Say, Haruka? Haruka silently turns her gaze towards me. Why is it that you love water so much? Yes, the ever-persistent water. Not just the ocean, not just the pool, not just drops of water from the dripping faucet. I feel that Haruka has always been attached to water. It's way beyond the level of liking or disliking something. Haruka continues to look at me, but doesn't try to answer. While looking at those alluring eyes, I see uneasiness creeping up inside them. Maybe I asked her something that I shouldn't have. Haruka continues to look at me with eyes that seem to shine. No. If you don't want to answer, then that's fine. Unable to bear it any longer, I say this. Haruka once again returns her gaze to the ocean. How much time has passed since then? We continue to stare at the ocean, sitting down on the beach the whole time.
寒い。
I hear Haruka mutter this. She's right. Today's been a chilly day. Plus it's nighttime, and the sea breeze is blowing directly on the shore. We'll have to leave if we want to escape it. On the other hand, it doesn't seem like Haruka is in the mood to return to the lodge. I take off my jacket. If I'm a man, then I have to do this. I throw my jacket over to Haruka's shoulders. Slightly surprised, she grips the tips of my jacket.
これじゃ誠が寒くなる。
Haruka tries to take the jacket off. I gently grasp her hand to stop it.
誠?
It's fine. I reassuringly shake my head. Because I'm warm. And besides, I wrap my arm around Haruka's shoulders and pull her body towards mine. As long as we're like this, I'll never get cold. Right? Haruka gives me a small, reserved nod. The sound of waves breaking on the shore. We huddle our bodies together while we listen to a peaceful timber. Time starts to pass by calmly. Before long, we fall into a deep sleep, inviting us from far away. April 6th, Saturday. No choices. That's the name of the chapter? It's chilly. No, it's worse. It's freezing. When my eyes snap open, I discover that my whole body is soaked with water, and that I'm chilled to the bone. Rain. It's raining. Small droplets of water bolt down from the sky. When I look beside me, I see that Haruka is still sleeping. Although she's sleeping soundly, her body is violently shivering. Haruka and I are already wet to the skin. No wonder we're cold. We have to quickly return to the lodge. I shake Haruka. Haruka! Hey, Haruka! Haruka's eyes slowly open.
誠?
Are you fully awake?
あ、
It seems that Haruka's also finally noticed that it's raining. We're completely soaked. All I can do is smile. Haruka also smiles a bit and nods. Let's go back now. I stand up. I take Haruka's hand and help her up. I tug at her hand, expecting her to get up. However, she doesn't budge. Haruka? Haruka looks up at the sky. She just seems to be staring at it. I also look up at the sky. Only rain clouds can be seen in this darkness. No, there's also what's falling down from above. The rain. The rain. Haruka is staring at the rain. The endlessly pouring rain. Water. Haruka is looking at the water falling from the sky, not showing the slightest hint of movement. Her eyes are focusing intensely on it. Haruka? I call out to her. Haruka turns towards me, her face wet with water, has an ethereal beauty to it. I look at her. Haruka stares right back at me. We're gonna catch a cold like this, so shouldn't we head back? I finally say this. Haruka continues to stare. She then nods. She walks towards me. I embrace Haruka's body. We hold each other close as we leave Princess Beach. The rain grows stronger. Haruka and I walk towards the lodge. However, we walk slowly because of how long we've been out. We don't have an umbrella, so we're already completely soaked. In addition, our clothes are very heavy after absorbing all of that water. I encourage Haruka to cheer myself up. When we get back, we can take a bath, change our clothes, and then
ゆっくりと眠りたい。
Haruka continues for me.
あ、
Suddenly, Haruka lets out a small gasp. It happens just at a point where the forest path is visible from the coastline road. What's wrong?
あそこ。
Haruka points at the end of the road. Huh? When I shift my attention towards the direction she's pointing at, I see a lone puppy standing at the corner of the road. It's become solid with tons of mud. I notice that it doesn't have a collar around its neck, so it doesn't seem to be anyone's pet. Is it a stray?
あの犬。
Huh. Haruka, do you know that dog? Haruka nods. Just like that. She approaches the puppy. She picks it up in her arms and lovingly pets it on the head. The puppy barks.
この犬、サキの犬なの。
What? That dog is Saki's? What? Zotsu, are you still here? Remember when you said she was taking me to feed the dogs? What the fuck? Did you already know? Saki's. I'm a bit surprised that Saki owns a dog. Saki's gonna murder us and feed us to the dogs? No! It's not The Walking Dead, please. Wow. So, Saki owns this dog.
飼ってるわけじゃないみたい。
Huh?
サキがね、ずっと可愛がってる犬みたいなの。いつも餌をあげてるみたい。だから、ものすごくサキに懐いてるの。
Huh.
あの時のね、牛肉、バーベキューの時の。
Yeah. I remember. The turmoil from that barbecue. The beef that fell from Saki's bag.
あれ、この子にあげるつもりだったみたい。
You think so?
そうだと思う。サキもね、本当は優しい子なの。
I look at Haruka's face.
でも、
Haruka stops petting the puppy.
でも、だったら。
Her voice is trembling. She's crying. The rain falling from the sky merges with her tear-stricken face. Haruka had been trying her best to bottle her tears up, but she's finally releasing them. Haruka and Saki. Just what happened between them? It disturbs me. The bell? Is it because of the bell? There's gotta be a deeper meaning behind their feud that I'm looking over, or that I'm overlooking, or misunderstanding. I need answers. I make up my mind and decide to ask about it. Haruka, me ask you just one thing. Only Haruka's face turns towards me. Would you tell me about the bell? Her thin shoulders tremble with a start. Her expression instantly freezes. You can't? Is it something you can't tell me? Haruka crosses her arms across her chest as she tries to steady her now trembling body. It might put you at ease if you talk, even if it's just someone as ignorant as me. Before long, she turns about towards me, as if having steeled herself, and then she nods.
わかった。話す。
What's so special about this spell? I hold my breath in anticipation, awaiting Haruka's next words. And do they have to talk about it in the rain? Remember guys, it is still raining. We can wait until we get back to the beach, yeah? Or the camp house? Haruka tries to say something, but then, at that exact moment, oh, don't you love it when you're trying to talk about something important and then Haruka's eyes widen.
Saki!
Saki? Huh? Haruka's gaze is focused behind me. I quickly turn around to find Saki frozen in place with an umbrella in her hand. She stares at us for a while, standing rigidly in place. Saki. Suddenly Saki turns around. She's trying to head back the way she came. When it sees this, the puppy jumps out from Haruka's arms. It bolts off to chase Saki. It crosses the wet road diagonally. And in the next instant, you gotta be kidding me. Please say psych. An intense flash pierces my eyes. I reflexively put my hand over my eyes and squint. When I look, I see a car with its headlights on. It's approaching from the other side of the curve. Don't laugh. Do not laugh, bro. Why are you deleting me? It's not my fault. Saki turns around and lets out a small scream. The puppy is running towards Saki at full speed. It hasn't noticed the car. It can only see Saki, who's right before its eyes. A sharp honk comes from the car. Haruka suddenly moves. She rushes out onto the road, running to the puppy. Haruka! Haruka quickly picks the puppy up in her arms. Immediately afterward, the bright red frame of the car draws near. Oh, you fuck! You fuck! Saki places her hand over her mouth, frozen in place. I can't move either. Saki and I are watching Haruka's body, which has been sent flying. It all happens as if it's in slow motion. Haruka's body slowly draws an arc in midair. Her slender body falls onto the asphalt face up, as if it's been thrown onto it. Time stops. Haruka had firmly held the puppy against her chest, and it's still there, completely unharmed. The puppy slightly shakes its now soaked head, worms its way out of Haruka's arms, and jumps off of her. It starts to run over to Saki's feet, as if nothing happened. What an ungrateful fucking puppy. What a dick. What the hell? Haruka's body is illuminated by the headlights, her pale figure sticking out in the downpour. My legs won't stop shaking. I can't move my stiffened limbs. Saki is also silently standing stock still, oblivious to the playful puppy at her feet. Haruka? Saki sent the dog to assassinate her? Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised. My voice has never trembled this much before in my life. Saki's eyes well with tears, and she slowly shakes her head back and forth. This isn't happening. This has got to be some kind of mistake. I refuse to believe that this is reality. A red liquid on the asphalt catches my eye. Of course, typical Japanese driver doesn't stop after hitting someone. That happens all the time in Death Note. Blood. A large quantity of fresh red blood is pouring out of Haruka's body. It slowly begins to spread, soaking the already wet asphalt. Haruka! I ring out a loud scream from within my body. Anyway, we need an ambulance. I survey the surrounding area, but there's no payphones anywhere around here. I rush over to Haruka. Maybe I can stop the bleeding. But I don't know how to do that. My mind goes completely blank again. Haruka continues to bleed before my eyes, but all I can do is numbly stare, dumbfounded. The driver of the car is saying, okay, so he's still here. But then I come to my senses. Please take her to the local clinic. I turn to the driver and shout this. The driver nods countless times as he trembles in horror. What do you mean you can't do that? Now is not the time to be saying that, is it? Saki! Saki, think carefully. Think about why is it that Haruka went running out onto the road in the first place. Anyway, this isn't the time to argue. We have to get Haruka to the clinic as soon as possible. I stay silent. There's no longer any time to persuade her. Help me out. I ignore Saki and ask the driver this. The driver nods and lends me a hand. The two of us gently lift Haruka up into our arms and bring her into the car. Saki, hurry up! Saki and I get into the car. The driver slams the accelerator while he desperately tries to calm down his frantically trembling body. Haruka, Saki and I ride in the car towards the clinic in the pouring rain. It's been approximately half an hour since we arrived at the clinic. We woke up the sleeping doctor and quickly brought Haruka into the sick room. With a skillful handling, the doctor performs hemostasis treatment, which seems to have at least successfully stopped the bleeding. However, by the looks of things, I know that it's too early to jump to conclusion. The doctor says this with a grim expression. A chill runs down my spine. My throat dries up to the point where I can't even speak. Certainly, Haruka's face is unbelievably pale. According to the doctor, if a person loses 1/3 of the blood in their body, then they could die of blood loss. We don't know how much blood Haruka has lost, but it seems there's no mistake that she's in a considerably critical condition right now. No way. Can't you... Can't something be done?
輸血だ。輸血さえすればなんとか持ち直せるかもしれない。彼女の血液型は B 型。誰か B 型の方は。
Oh god. How can this be? There's no one here with the same blood type as Haruka? Can we request for blood?
この天候だ。ヘリで運んでもらうとして、ざっと見積もって4時間はかかる。
I guess they don't have blood here. It's like a random island off the coast of Japan. Fuck. 4 hours? What a death trap, I know, right?
それじゃ間に合わないじゃない。そんなことってある？
Saki's voice is trembling. I instinctively grab the doctor. Hey! You're a doctor, aren't you? Do something for her!
せめて血が。
You got blood too, don't you? Why don't you do something with it?
彼女と同じ血液型の血がありさえすれば。
I let go of the doctor. I then stagger backwards and collapse to my feet, clutching my head. Fuck! Why? Why did it have to turn out this way? If my blood were of the right type, and if it meant saving Haruka, I would readily give it all to her.
同じ血液型の血がない以上、残念ですが。
Those words bitterly pierced my heart.
ばっか言わないで。どうしてはるかが死ななきゃいけないの？そんなこと、どうしてそんなことが言えるのよ。
Saki yells at the doctor. She grabs him by the collar of his white coat and glares at him with tears in her eyes. Stop it, Saki. Stop it. I pull Saki away from the doctor.
誠くん。
Even I want to yell at him. I can't forgive someone who just simply says, Haruka will die. But what would that accomplish? Even if we did, Haruka will still...
どうしてなの？はるか。
Yeah, grab someone in the island. But I don't know if we'll be fast enough.
やっと分かり合えたかもしれないっていうのに。
Saki approaches Haruka and falls to her knees. Haruka's chest is furiously rising up and down. She's suffering. Despair. All I can feel is a sense of despair that's breaking me apart. I can't save her. Haruka can no longer be saved. Everything before my eyes begins to crumble into very small pieces. They're crumbling apart, just like a sandcastle.
私呼んでくる。みんなを呼んでくる。
With those words, Saki runs out of the sick room. She's covering her hand with her mouth. It seems like she's trying desperately not to burst out into loud sobs. The doctor, who sees off Saki, also silently leaves the sick room. I also see the driver of the car standing in front of the sick room with a worried expression as the doctor tries to convince him to leave. Only Haruka and I are left in the sick room. The second hand of the clock hanging in the sick room vacantly marks the passage of time. Time is such a harsh mistress. It passes away, heartlessly, without sympathy. Before I know it, I'm kneeling down by Haruka's side. Haruka's palms are balled into tight fists. She must be suffering. She must be in pain. She must be so scared. I touch Haruka's hand. Haruka, who was energetic just a few hours ago. Haruka, who was smiling just hours ago. Haruka, who was looking at me just a few hours ago. At that moment, Haruka's eyes suddenly open.
誠？
Haruka's eyes are blank. She stares into space, not noticing me. I'm right here, Haruka. I grasp Haruka's hand. I grasp it strongly, stronger than ever before, hoping that she'll notice my existence.
痛い。
She says this in a weak voice. I frantically lessen the power of my grip. Sorry.
うん。
She continues staring into space. She might not even have the power to turn her own head. Haruka, I don't want to lose you. A thick sound comes from inside my chest. My voice has become tearful, bursting out of me like water, gushing from a dam. I don't want that. I couldn't bear it.
大丈夫だよ、誠。私は誰かの代わりだから。
Yeah, that's right.
私が死んでも
You should donate blood if you
誰
can.
も傷ついたりしないから。
Haruka, you're wrong. You're not a substitute for anyone.
ごめん、誠。少し疲れちゃった。やっぱり深夜の散歩っていけないね。
Man, don't say that. What are you saying, Haruka?
もう寝なきゃ。明日優香に送られちゃう。
Her eyes slowly begin to close. No, wait. Haruka.
先寝るね。おやすみ。
Haruka's hand limply slips out of my own and dangles. In the next instant, something slips out of it. The object lying on the floor is... It's that bell. Why? Why does Haruka have that bell? I look at Haruka's face. It looks so peaceful. So very peaceful. Her eyes. Will they never open again? Forget the bell. Something like that doesn't belong here. I kick the fallen bell away. The bell rings as it recoils off the wall. Yeah, 9 out of 10 doctors recommend not jumping into traffic. But the bell has the power to turn back time, apparently. So we'll see what happens next. My field of vision clouds, and in that instant, I break down weeping. The tears pour out of me one after another. I can't stop. Haruka. All I have left is this unbearable sorrow I feel from losing Haruka. This sadness becomes a pain in my chest that chops up my heart. Suddenly, my watch alarm goes off. The instant I hear that, I am wrapped up in an intense exhaustion. Everything before my eyes start to go white. It feels like I'm floating at night. Before long, it feels like I'm getting sucked into the other side of light. I lose consciousness. Let's go! Oh yeah, it's rewind time. Eternally sleeping beauty. As I wake up, I kick the covers off the bed with all my might. Still half asleep, I blankly stare at the ceiling. I realize I'm freezing, my body soaked with sweat all over. Haruka! What happened to Haruka? Despite my body's protests, I raise my left arm to check the time on my watch. April 1st, Monday, 9:17 a.m. I lower my arm. I take a deep breath. My whole body feels sluggish. My parched throat begs for water. I take in another deep breath. A dream, huh? What an awful nightmare. The first? Is that impossible? I definitely... That's right. Last night, I definitely went out on a walk with Haruka. And then she tried to save that puppy. A dream. Was that a dream? However, I remember it quite clearly for a dream. Also, I don't just remember that moment. I have memories of what happened before that, and the day before that, and the day before that one. One by one, I remember the various events that happened during the camp. So if I assume those memories are real, then does that mean... No, there's no way that's possible. I coldly smirk, mocking myself. Then, at that moment, the door to my room is violently thrown open with enough force to break it. Standing in the doorway, I see... Yep, it's Yuka.
どういうこと？どうして？
Yuka's repeating herself. She said the exact same thing on the morning of the first. Astounded, I'm unable to answer her. Yuka firmly stares at my eyes with her mouth wide open, or half open. This is kind of awkward. I brush past the perplexed Yuka and head into the living room with an uneasy suspicion. I think I ought to confirm the facts. The living room is empty. Before long, the door slowly opens. A girl passes by me without stopping. So we went back in time, but it seems that Haruka didn't, or else she definitely would have interacted with us. So this is like slightly different from Yuka's route. I'm pretty sure. Just brushes past Yuka. Yeah, we just ignored Yuka. She's not important this time around. I don't think Yuka has memories like the first, like in her route or whatever. Fuck, what am I trying to say? But yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. I think. I want to try and start streaming this more often. I think I actually will. I don't know. So I think. Honestly, I'm not sure. Should I stream this every day at like 9 PST and what is that? 12 ET? It's pretty comfy, I think. But yeah, we'll stop here for today. Oh, what the hell? I didn't even know like you could select an icon. I thought it was like, oh, this is Yuka's route, so that's what it'll be. But you can like select an icon. You can have like custom save files. That's kind of cute. Oh, so this is Haruka's theme. I didn't realize. I didn't realize like the girls had like their own theme music. That's neat. That's neat seeing like the differences. Oh. I never realized like each girl had their own song. I thought it was like a general song for each of the characters. or not each of the characters, but like for different scenes. Whoa, Izumi is so different. He's like really like, I don't know, mysterious. Oh wait, what's the original opening look like? I've seen the PSP version, but not the original. Oh, look at that 3D. The 3D models. AGCT. There's that damn cat. Will that cat actually be important? No way, right? Oh shit. Izumi-san not looking too good. Oh yeah, the PSP version is way better because it actually has like a song with like lyrics and stuff. What? I guess whoever voiced Haruka didn't want her name out there. She didn't want to be credited for it. Okay. Freaking Saki, take care of your dog. Spooky. I wonder if I'll recognize anybody, but I doubt it. Because this game is from the 2000s. A bottle? We haven't seen, like, Saki's voice actor was in Interspecies Reviewer? What? How? Which character did she play? Lullaby. Let me see. Wait, apparently the same person voiced Haruka and Kurumi. That's kind of funny. Well, I'm glad Saki is still getting work. Whoa! Haruka Kurumi voices Orihime? Damn! Oh, she voices Tsuruya from Haruhi. That's wild. I'm glad like I'm glad like they continued like getting jobs. Oh wait, she also voices Osaka. What? Osaka from Azumanga Daioh. No wonder Kurumi's so damn cute. Yuka voices Gardevoir. Soifan from Bleach. Oh, wow, Utena. What the hell? That's actually a huge ass role. Fucking Utena. Oh man, Saki also voices Ayane, Ran from Conan. What the hell? Voices Nami? Holy shit. I knew I recognized Izumi's voice. She also voices Rhea from Three Houses. Oh, Nagi from Persona Q2. That game never got a dub. Oh, Sherazade from FGO. Yeah, mostly voices like One-san characters. JK. I just saw Sunny from Metal Gear Rising. Well, most of them are One-san characters. Oh, Lust from Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Kafka from Zetsubo Sensei. Bell Dandy from Oh My Goddess. Whoa, voices the boss from Snake Eater. Metal Gear Solid 3. Looking at like roles that people have done is like a trip down memory lane sometimes. Susumu Chiba. I feel like I've seen this guy's face before. Don't tell me. Maru from Naruto. I wonder if I may have like spoiled myself. I hope I didn't like spoil myself by looking stuff up. Awooga. Sorry. Oh yeah, this version of Never7 doesn't show doesn't have like little marks to tell you if you looked at a text or not. So I can't tell which ones I've already read. But I'm sure it's fine. Anything that I needed to know, I could look it up. Lightning Rumble, Alexander Thunder Surge. But yeah, that'll be all for me today. I don't know. I'll figure out what I want to do next week. Let's go to chat screen, I suppose. I'll figure out what I want to do next week. This schedule is history now. So don't look at this for what I'm doing next week. I want to play Samurai Champloo Sidetracked. It's a funny little game that was directed by Goichi Suda or Suda 51, and I was curious about it, so I looked it up, and apparently it's like 7 hours long. So it's like pretty dang short. It's doable in like one stream, I think. So I was like, huh, maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll check it out. One of those. What do you mean? One of those? What? Yeah. So it's like 7 hours long. So I'm like, huh, I could probably do that in one stream. And the music is done by Masafumi Takada. You know, I'm a big fan of Masafumi Takada. Great composer. Also has also done Digimon Cyber Sleuth, Danganronpa, No More Heroes, and many other Grasshopper works. So that's why I was like, wow, maybe I want to try it. Apparently, like, the game's not even like that bad, because like initially I stayed away from it because I assumed like, oh, it's an anime inspired game, it's probably shit. But apparently the story is like an original story by Suda 51, so it's probably, you know, on brand, right? His wacky stuff. And also they had one of the writers for the anime supervise it, so it's like a side story that's canon to the anime. So I'm like, what could this possibly be? Anywho, next week we'll be finishing Birth by Sleep. We need to play it. Yeah, I want to play Samurai Champloo Sidetracked, so I'm gonna slot that in somewhere. I might replace Friday stream with that, I guess. But yeah, so I'm done with Killer 7. No Killer 7 next week. Yeah, Killer 7 was a fantastic fucking game. I think, I don't know if everyone can enjoy it, you know? Even though, like, what is it? Grasshopper Manufacturer said they made Killer 7 for everyone to, like, anyone can enjoy it. I don't agree. It has some, like, you know, it has some really unique content, but like, for anyone who's like looking for a unique experience, definitely check out Killer 7. The gameplay is like really easy, honestly. It's made for anyone to pick up and play it, like anyone who's not familiar with video games, because like the gameplay is so different from anything else on the market. Basically, there's no other game like Killer 7, and God, it's so stylistic. I can't express how much more unique it is. I think if people like video games, they should definitely check out Killer 7. So yeah, Thursday. So I don't think I'll do a stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but on Thursday, I'll be finishing up Birth by Sleep, which is, crazy to me because I've been playing Birth by Sleep on stream for so long, but we'll finally be finished with that. So I'll have to think of something to replace it. I don't know yet. And you know what? I'll play Samurai Champloo on Friday. Saturday, Cyberpunk, and then Never7 on Sunday. But I don't know if I want it to be on the same time as I'm doing it right now. I'll think about it. I'll mull it over. If you guys think that this is a good time to play Never7, let me know. Or else I'll do something fucky and change my schedule times, and then you guys can't watch it. Right. I need feedback. But if there's nothing left to say, let me look for someone to raid. Thank you for the stream. No problem, Chad. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. Definitely watch out for moving cars. Yeah. It's really fucked up. This happens actually really often. My cousin, she was like a really young girl, and she was actually hit by a moving car. Yeah, she was like playing outside, and the driver didn't stop. The driver didn't take responsibility for it. But she's okay now. Yeah, it took her a really long time to recover, but I think she's okay now. Yeah, it was really fucked up when it happened. But anyways, let me try to find someone to raid. Who is on right now? Yeah, people are really selfish. Hell yeah, I'm the #1 Never7 streamer. Let's go. No one's kidding. Of course I am. Sorry, I'm trying to find someone. That's why I'm super quiet. Alright, let's raid Grimmy. They're doing an ASMR reading stream, so it's kind of like the same vibe, right? Just like another reading stream. Should be good for for sleeping. Oh no, it's subscriber only chat. Fuck. I don't know. Should I still raid them? Or should I find someone else? I wonder why she's doing subscriber chat. Fuck. Am I subscribed? I'm not subscribed. I can't say anything. Okay, let's go find someone else. Okay, I'm gonna raid my friend Saku. She's doing Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Ace Attorney is one of my favorite series of all time, as you guys probably know. So I'm definitely gonna hang out there until I pass out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, next stream will be Thursday. Like, guaranteed stream. I might do random gorillas in between then, so. But don't worry about, like, if you miss anything. Yeah, good night, Chad. Take care, everybody. Please rest up. Go find something to eat if you haven't. Please, please, please. Get some water. I'm gonna get some water, because I'm all out of water. My throat is killing me. This stream. I don't know why. But yeah, I definitely need to drink more water. I always have headaches. I'm always tired. So I think, like, if I take care of myself and drink more water, I'll be alright. My throat is begging for water. Yeah, me too, Zed. Me too. Thanks for staying by. Yeah. Hope you had fun. And take care, Niamion, if you're lurking. Hope everyone here sleeps well. Take care of themselves. And I'll see you guys next time. Gao night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Gao night.